Welcome to Kansas City Stars Hockey and today's Mid-America High School Hockey League game between the Kansas City Stars and the Springfield Spirit. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rob Plamondon. Well, the Stars and Spirit played yesterday afternoon. The Stars winning that game by a score of 7-2, so these same two teams will battle it out again here this morning. Stars coming into this game having not lost in their last 5 games. They come in, or 4 games rather, they come in with a record of 5-1-2, 12 points. They currently sit in second place, 1 point behind the Northwest Arkansas Ice Hogs in the league standings. Springfield, on the other hand, they're pulling up the bottom of the standings with an 0-9 record. But to their defense, they are a very young team, and I think in the next year or two they're going to be, they could be a much improved team. But for now, 0-9 on the season. A couple lineup notes to point out here. Jackson Tillery will not be in the lineup. He was given a game misconduct late in yesterday's game and will be serving a 2-game suspension, so out today and out for Friday's game against Rockhurst. Tyler Coles will be in the lineup for the Stars today, wearing number 24, called up from the JV team, so he'll be in the lineup. And Asher Emily was in concussion protocol, but he is out in the warm-up, so apparently he has been cleared to play, so good news for the Stars there. For Springfield, they had 3 players suspended in yesterday's game. 2 of those players are back. Jackson Crow, number 23, and Elijah Stroup, number 87. They will be back in the lineup. Number 29, Liam Cross, however, is still serving a suspension, and he will not be available for today's game. We'll be back here in just a moment for the starting lineups and the opening face-off. You're watching Kansas City Stars High School Hockey. Well, the team's just finishing up the warm-ups here. I'm not sure if we're going to have the introduction of starting lineups or not. Sometimes they do that for the Sunday game, sometimes they don't. We'll see if they line up along the goal line or just line up for the opening face-off. It does appear we will have the introduction, so with that, in a moment here, I will turn it over to the public address and the one and the only, the incomparable Mr. James Taylor.
Good morning, and welcome to the Kansas City High Center. For this morning, Mid-America High School Hockey League Varsity matchup between the visiting Springfield Spirit and your Kansas City Stars. Now, let's meet today's starting lineup. First for Springfield. At forward, number 3, Jude Johnson. At forward, number 23, Jackson Crow. At center, number 17, Jeremiah Small. On defense, number 30, Luke Labrisi. On defense, number 77, Matthew Rado. And in goal, number 50, Hayden Shaw. And now, starting lineup for Kansas City Stars. At forward, number 11, Ben Grant. At forward, number 12, Oliver Sander. The man in the middle brings center, number 74, Ashton Shield. On defense, number 28, Cody Gibson. And his defensive partner today, number 91, Brody Hicks. And in goal, number 34, Tanner Wood. The Stars are coached by Jim Dunwood, assisted by Mike Chilsky and Matthew Taylor. These lines are on National Anthem.
All set to get underway here this morning. It's Mid-America High School Hockey League varsity action. It's the Kansas City Stars and the Springfield Spirit. Second of a 2-game weekend set, with the Stars winning yesterday afternoon's game by a score of 7-2. And again, just noting, Jackson Tillery will not be in the lineup, serving the first of a 2-game suspension. But we do want to welcome up Tyler Coles from the JV, who will be in the lineup today. It'll be Tanner Brace in goal for the Stars. Aiden Shaw getting the start in goal for the Spirit. Schimmel taking the opening draw for the Stars. He will face off opposite. It looks like number 13. And we're underway. Puck comes into the Stars zone, taken there by Jensen. The two Brodies on defense for the Stars, Jensen and Hicks. Played back to the Springfield line, now brought up. Pass ahead to Smalls, number 17. Rebound came right out in front. A save by Brace. The rebound came right out in front, but the Stars able to clear it out of danger and get it back out to center as Springfield controlling the play here in the first minute. Schimmel almost had a turnover in the zone. Sanders on the forecheck doing a good job. Johnson picks up the puck for Springfield, banked off the boards. Brought out of the zone, but a good play by Sanders to send it back in. Riggs plays it behind the net. 77 is, I don't have his number. Now we got a whistle as the puck goes in on net, and Shaw will cover it up. 77 is Preto for Springfield. Face off to the right of the Springfield goal. It goes to the corner. Spiker digging at it. Puck comes out. Deckard had it. Here's a shot and a save, and Shaw will cover it up at the side of the net. Looks like it was Gorder that got the shot off, and a nice save by Aiden Shaw. Puck into the slot area off the face-off. Ends up at the side of the net. Now it's loose in the slot, but Springfield comes away with it. Stick handling is Landwehr. Gets it ahead to Carey. Carey plays into the Stars zone where Bruder has it for the Stars. Carey behind the net, an aggressive forecheck and a nice play. Here's a steal, a shot by Carey. And it looks like Brace has it underneath the pads. A turnover behind the net, and Carey got a hold of it. Got a shot along the ice, but a nice save by Tanner Brace. We'll get the clock down to where it's supposed to be. Face-off comes to the boards. Landwehr had it momentarily. Here's a shot that's going to be gloved and held by Brace. I noted Landwehr yesterday, number 22 for Springfield. Got to watch out for him. He's quick, controls the puck well, has some nice moves as well, and looks like he can certainly do some damage for the Spirit. Schutzler will backhand up. Landwehr keeps it in. Along the boards comes back Deckard, not able to keep it in. Morton with it for the Stars. Morton gets sandwiched there, but the puck comes over to McCray. McCray along the boards, digs it out. Landwehr takes it away and now reverses it up near side boards for Deckard. Deckard, Schutzler in there, pokes it off his stick. Landwehr picks it up. Sorry, that's Carey, not Deckard. Up the far side, Deckard there for the Stars, or the Saint, or we'll get the teams figured out here one way or another. Deckard ices the puck. It'll be a icing call against the Spirit, and the face-off will come back in their zone. Swanson to take the face-off for the Stars. Opposite Bayerjan. I think that's how you say that. Number 1 for the Spirit. Here's Hicks with it. And a steal, or a near steal by Bayerjan. Good play by him on the forecheck. Now the puck played up the boards for McCray. McCray gets bumped there. A couple players digging at it. Jensen comes away with the Stars off the boards to Hicks. Hicks controlling it up to Coles. Here's Tyler Coles, just called up from JV, gets it over to McCray. McCray to the backhand, threw it right out in front, and it was poked away by Springfield on a nice play to deny the entry pass. Good play by McCray to get it out in front. Trout there. A hit by Jensen. Swan will chase it down and carry it back behind the net. Seton Swan, long pass off the stick of number 30. That's Ligris. Off the boards and grabbed there by Byerton. Byerton to the backhands. Got Jensen, takes him into the boards behind the net. Puck comes loose. Hicks plays it up the boards. That hit a skate. Grab there. Here's a pass to Burrow. Schimmel got knocked down. Springfield threw it right through the top of the paint. Stars come away with it. Sanders with a pass across to Grant. Grant puts on the brakes. Now tries to get around Landwehr. Puck behind the net. Now squirts to the corner. Schimmel threw it out in front. Pad saved by Shaw. Schimmel gets it back. Puck comes right out in front, and Shaw will get the glove down and cover it up as one of the Stars players was right out in front, and Shaw wisely putting the glove down to cover it up. Opening minutes of play, it's the Stars and the Spirit. Glendenning at the point. He'll play it to the corner. Picked up there by Landwehr. Landwehr circles it at the bottom of the circle. Now carries it ahead. Spins it back still in his own zone. Plays it off the board. Tried to get it to Burrow too far. Glendenning had it, but now Burrow comes away with it. Burrow with Sanders on him. Burrow with a shot, and he lifted it over the net. Landwehr will keep it in at the point. Sends it down low around behind the goal. Reuter will give chase. Glendenning will get there with Burrow. Puck along the boards, all ball. Burrow from a tough angle hit the side of the post. Puck kept in by Preto. Preto over to who's that? Crow. And the Stars able to get it out. Landwehr gets it up to Burrow. Burrow will send it in. Stick save made by Grace. Reuter with the puck behind the net up to Gorder. Gorder tips it out of the zone. Landwehr has it there, being forechecked by Spiker, but Landwehr backhands it up along the boards. Allbaugh gives it to Burrow, who sends it in. Reuter chopped at it and knocked it down and went wide of the goal. Reuter with the puck behind the net. Long pass up to Gorder. Gorder carries it into the zone, waiting for some help. Sends it right in on goal. Rebound out in front. Riggs couldn't catch up to it. I think Johnson might have got a piece of that. Spiker with the puck along the board, gets it over to Reuter. Reuter plays into the slot area and is tipped out of the zone by the Spirit. The Stars will have to reset with Schutzler picking up, now playing it across to Reuter. Reuter with a quick pass up to Gorder off his stick. Grabbed there by Small. Gorder's stick went flying. Stars send it back in, but Gorder's still in the zone, having to retrieve his stick. Here's a pass ahead. It's off the stick of Small, Jeremiah Small. Riggs back the other day with a burst of speed, a good defensive play there by one of the Spirit. Riggs still has the puck. Now it's cleared out of the zone. Off a skate, tied up right in front of the scorer's table. Small has it, gets it out of the zone, comes back into the Stars zone. They had to check up and get back on side. Springfield sends it in, shot that's wristed up and held long enough by Brace to draw the whistle. 9:02 to play, opening period. No score on a crisp Sunday morning here in Kansas City. I want to thank everyone for watching our live broadcast on the Kansas City Stars YouTube channel. You can also watch the replay on the YouTube channel as well. Off the face-off, McCray, 2-on-2 with Coles. McCray had it poked off his stick. Emily picks it up, sends it into the zone. Small has it there. That's Elijah Small down in the corner. Played up. Stars able to keep it in. McCray had it knocked off his stick. Now it's kicked out of the zone. And Emily will take it there, plays it across. Pass ahead, but a good steal by Jeremiah Small. Throw it right out in front. Here's a chance and a great save. Puck kicked away out to Carey. He couldn't control it. Kept in at the blue line, sent in. A terrific save by Tanner Brace. And the Stars will send it the length of the ice. Vigris gets it out of the zone. Hicks sends it back in. Now we got a chase for the puck. Swan's going to get there first. Banks it around the boards to the far side corner. Ligris there, puts on the brakes. Now tries to skate between two Stars, has it taken away. Turnover in the zone. Hicks keeps it in, sends it down in the corner. One of the Stars got knocked down. That was Swan. Picked up there by the Spirit. Frito banks it off the boards. Hicks will pick it up for the Stars at his own line. Over to Jensen. Jensen sends it in behind the net. Ligris there with Grant for the Stars. Ligris and Grant. Schimmel in to help out. The puck squirts over to Crow. Crow banks it off the boards. Sanders will chip at it. Puck just outside the zones. Comes out to Schimmel, who sends it back in to the corner where Landwehr will set up shop behind the net. Had almost turned it over. Now does turn it over. Here's a chance for the Stars. Over to Grant. Aristry scores! Ben Grant puts the Stars on the board with 7:03 to play in the opening period, taking advantage of the turnover in the zone. Stars control the face-off. Reuter ahead of Spiker. Spiker with a shot to save. Puck at the side of the net. Now comes behind the net. Riggs right out in front, off the stick of Gorder. Schimmel got the assist. He's the one that forced the turnover and got it over to Grant for the goal. It sent the length of the ice. Glendenning chases it down there. The Stars had another chance right off the goal. Riggs had it knocked off his stick, but Gorder picks it up. Just inside the zone, Riggs chipped at it. Puck still in the zone along the blue line. Riggs not able to keep it in, but Reuter will pick up the puck there. Gorder with it, circles it just outside the zone. Now plays it across to Reuter. Reuter chips it down in the corner. Landwehr for the Spirit plays it ahead. Picked up there by the Stars. Pass across, deflected off the stick. Glendenning backhands it toward the net. Puck banks off the end board, right out in front, cleared away by Ergen. Breaks with the puck. Glendenning sends it back in. Landwehr behind his own net with Gorder on the forecheck. Here's Landwehr, skates it out right-hand side with a burst of speed through center. Carries it into the zone, but Stroup was in a step or so early. 5:40 to play opening period. Stars with the only goal of the game. That goal off the stick of Ben Grant. Schuessler plays it ahead, chopped down by Ergen. McCray was there. Stroup chopped it away. Ergen with a burst of speed had it knocked off his stick. McCray couldn't control it. McCray takes Ergen into the board. Stroup digging at it. Stroup gets it back to Ergen. He gets around one defender, but Stars come away with it. Morton chips it ahead back to center. Ligris will play it in. That'll bounce in on goal. And Brace will hang on to it and get the whistle. Face off to the left of the Stars goal. Off the face off in the slot area. McCray comes away with it. McCray tried to get it over to Coles, but it was knocked away by Springfield. Here's Stroup carrying into the zone. Stroup with a shot right on, and that'll be gloved and held by Brace. Ergen in the face-off circle for the Saints against Schimmel. Saints control it. Higdon plays it across the ice off the boards. Emily will pick it up there for the Stars. Swing it around the boards off the stick of Ergen. Sanders gets it up to Schimmel. Schimmel up the right-hand side. Had it poked off his stick, but it comes over to Schuessler. Schuessler will feather it ahead. That hit one of the Spirit. They chip it ahead, but Grant takes it away at center. Now the puck comes across. Here's number 7 for that's Lechton, or Lothen rather. Off the glass, back out to center. Burrell has it there, knocked off his stick. Lothen grabs it for the Spirit, carries it into the zone, but Sanders will clear it out. Tried to get it ahead to Grant. Grant comes away with it. But Burrell knocks it away from him back into the Star zone. Burrell takes a hit by Schimmel. Behind the net is Hicks. Plays it up. Burrell got a stick on it, threw it right out in front of the backhand. Here's a shot that's wide by Wilson. Grant tried to get it out of the zone. Burrell actually did clear it out for the Stars. Now it's on stick of Schimmel. Schimmel's with Sanders cutting toward the net. Schimmel down in the corner. Looking for a pass. Gets hauled down. No call. Burrell plays it out of the zone. Jensen there for the Stars. Sends it back in. Frito banks it off the boards. Wilson there. Frito and Sanders going to the boards right in front of the Springfield bench. Now here's Landwehr. Landwehr had it knocked off his stick by Gorder. Frito with the puck just inside the line. Now it's played ahead, but onto the stick of Brody Hicks. Off the boards, Frito will step in front of that, hit Burrow with the pass who was inside the zone, so we have a whistle for an offsides. They bring the face-off outside the zone. 3:18 to play opening period. Stars with a 1-0 lead. And for Grant, that was goal number 4 on the year for Ben Grant. He also had one in yesterday's game. Crow sends it right out in front, trying to get it to Jeremiah Small. Small's able to play it back around behind the net. Up the board, Frito takes a hit there. The Stars come away with it. Jensen. Here's Brody Jensen up the right-hand side with a burst of speed. Loses the puck momentarily, now carries it in. Plays it around behind the net. Jeremiah Small and Gorder go into the corner. Johnson in there for the Spirit, behind the net for Landwehr. Landwehr circles it back behind his own net. Gets it up to Johnson. Somebody's stick goes flying. It looked like it was Spikers this time. Now we got a whistle. We're going to have a penalty call here. It's going to be an interference call, and that is going to go against Landwehr. Stars will go on the penalty or power play for the first time in this game. Time of the penalty 12:25, and for the first time in this game, the Stars go on the Fireball power play. All Kansas City Stars power play is brought to you by Fireball, the preferred cinnamon whiskey for all Kansas City Stars high school hockey parents. All right, Landwehr to the box for interference. Jensen with the puck off the faceoff, plays it across to Spiker. Spiker tried to get it in, was deflected, and Springfield able to get it out of the zone. Good forecheck there by Crow as he gets in there to send it the length of the ice. Now Spiker reverses it near side. It got past a couple of Stars players. Small in the zone, killing more penalty time. A good forecheck by Crow. Crow and Small on the forecheck, and they're chewing up a lot of this Stars penalty. Now the Stars get it out, up the Gorder, up left-hand side, carries it into the zone, tried to get it across. Jeremiah Small got a stick on it, and Crow will send it back out. Schutzler back at his own line, backhands it up into the zone, but Springfield will clear it. No, it's going to be held in by Hicks. Plays it behind the net for Riggs, had a bounce over his stick. Hicks playing in down low, gets it back to Schutzler at the point. Schutzler sends it toward the net. Save made, rebound. Kick to the corner. Hicks gets it back to Gorder. Gorder along the blue line. Over to Spiker with a wrister, and that's save made by Shaw. To the corner, back to the point. Schutzler with it. Over to Spiker. Spiker skates it in top of the circle. Now down low, spins it back out to the top of the circle. Leaves it there for Schutzler. Schutzler with a shot, he scores! Justin Schutzler. Schutzler's goal with 1:07 to play gives the Stars a 2-0 lead, a power play goal. Off the face-off, Morton got a stick on it. Soccered ahead by the Stars, but sent right back in. They're saying the goal is unassisted. We'll check the video to see if there should be an assist. Cartwright had it, gets it up to Deckard. They got a 2-on-1. Down in the corner, Deckard and Glendenning go down hard. Stars can't clear. Cartwright keeps it in, sends it toward. Then deflected just wide. Carey was in there. He got his stick on it and deflected it just wide of the goal. Puck around behind the net. Schimmel plays it ahead. Cartwright, or rather LaGrice. Trito sends it back in. That'll go to the right of Brace. And picked up there by Weston Glendenning. Ahead to Reuter. Reuter carries it into the Springfield zone. His shot blocked there by Landwehr just as the clock expires, ending the first period. And our score at the end of one, it's the Kansas City Stars 2, the Springfield Spirit 0. We'll be back here after a quick break for the second period. You're watching Kansas City Stars high school hockey. All set to start the second period. Kansas City Stars and Springfield Spirit. Shots on goal in that first period, 11 for the Stars, 10 for the Spirit. The Stars with the only 2 goals in the game. Ben Grant and Justin Schutzler scoring for the Stars. They have the 2-0 lead. Here's Landwehr playing it ahead. Into the Stars zone. Landwehr gets it back. Landwehr to the forehand with a shot. Brace with a save. Back to the point. Backhanded, kept in by Lothan. Glove down by Schutzler, and he gets it out of the zone. Back at center. Lothan has it. Knocked off his stick. Picked up there by Sanders. Sanders send it in around behind the net. On the head, it's Strupp not able to control it. Grant with it. Grant played it across. It's off the skate of Lothan. Byergon had it. Lothan with the puck just in front of the circle. There's a stick on the ice. Players having to navigate around that. Too far for Stroup, and Emily will get it. Traded across, a weak pass as it kind of went off the stick. Schutzler had the stick knocked out of his hand. Byergon with the puck behind the net. Played up the board. Lothan will keep it in as he's pinching in from the defensive position. Byergon and Schutzler into the board. Byergon on the forehand with it. Tried to skate it to the center of ice. Had it knocked off his stick. Gorder able to get it out of the zone. Loose puck picked up there by Riggs, but he had it poked off his stick. Puck still inside the Springfield zone. Sent back behind the net. Gorder will get there for the Stars. Tips it off the board for Riggs. Riggs right out in front of the shot. Save made. And cleared to the corner by Springfield. Gorder with the puck. Back to the point. Here's a shot along the ice. That was deflected. And a nice save as Shaw will gobble it up and prevent the rebound. But a couple of good scoring opportunities there for the Stars. Face off in the Springfield zone to the left of Shaw. Off the face off back to the point. Brody Jensen to Gorder. Gorder gets checked off the puck, now gets it back. Sends it down low, picked up there by Ligris. Stars keep it in. Sent back behind the net. Small. Elijah Small. He'll send this one the length of the ice, and that'll be whistled for an icing. And the face-off will come back in the Springfield zone. Off the face-off, puck to the corner, Spiker. Throw it right out, and a shot, they score! Spiker got it to Jimmy Gorder, and he knocks it home to make it 3-0 with 12:52 to play. And for Truett Spiker, his 6th goal of the year. together for Gorder. That was Gorder's goal. Sorry about that. His 9th. Spiker with the assist. Number 9 on the year for Gorder. I had the numbers backwards momentarily. McCray with it. McCray digs it out. Gets knocked off the puck by Burrow. Landwehr gets it up to Burrow. He chips it out of the zone. Swan tried to glove it down. Puck sent deep into the Stars end, where Glendenning will pick it up in front of the net. Over to Swan, backhanded it up. That was knocked off the stick, but it comes over to McCray. His pass too far for Morton. Frito with the puck behind his own net. Frito still with it, had it poked off his stick, but Wilson was there to clear it out of the zone, back into the Stars end. Glendenning with the puck behind the net, Burrow on the forecheck. Glendenning plays it off the board. Morton chips it up to McCray. McCray with a wrister save, and puck right out in front. I don't think Shaw saw that. He made the save, but he never saw where the rebound went. But Springfield able to clear it out, and the Stars will have to reset. Sent back into the zone. Now it pops back out, picked up by Frito. Frito into the zone. Frito with a shot, pad safe. Burrow was going in for the rebound, but a good play by the Stars. Now it's waffle boarded to the behind the net. Here's a wraparound attempt, but the Stars there to clear it away. Landwehr with it. Landwehr carries it through center, still with a puck. Had it knocked off the stick. Burrow kept it in momentarily. Now the puck comes out of the zone, and here's a chance for Grant on the breakaway. Grant with a wrister, and he sent it wide of the goal. Burrow with a puck. Great chance there for Ben Grant, but he wristed it wide of the net. Here's a shot by Crow. Brace got a piece of that. Stars not able to clear it. Crow sends it back toward the net. That hit Schutzler, comes back to Crow. He'll send this one toward the net. Now this time, Brace will put the glove down and cover it up. .10:38 to play, second period. Stars with a 3-0 lead. Off the face-off. Emily swings it around the boards for Spiker. Spiker will lift it up in the air. Try to get it to Gorder, who blew a tire. Gorder from his knees sticks a stick out and swings it back around behind the net. Ligris gets there first. Played ahead off a stick, grabbed there by Shaw, or Crow rather. Jeremiah Small with the puck, backhands it around behind the net. Schutzler will get there first. Plays it ahead. Ligris will pinch in along the boards to keep it in. Ligris sends it back behind the net. Emily swatted at it. Puck comes right out in front. The Stars come away with it. Here's Riggs. Riggs with Gorder. Riggs overskates the puck right in front of the Stars bench. Puck still in the zone. Several players digging at it along the boards. Spiker came away with it. Here's Spiker with Gorder out in front of the net. Spiker over to Gorder. A shot. What a save by Crow. Puck bounced out of the net, and here's a race for it. Crow overskated there. He might have been in clean, and the Stars send it back in. Played up the boards. Johnson with the puck, overskates it momentarily. Now swings it across the ice off the boards and picked up there by Ligris. Poked off his stick by Gorder. Gorder will send it in off the stick of Shaw. Here's a backhander by Spiker. Hit the side of the net. Spiker got in loose, but had a tough angle and hit the side of the goal. Coles with it. Coles. Nice pass over to Spiker, but he fanned on the shot. Gets it back. Now the puck hit the side of the net. Might hit the goal post. Off the glove of Hicks. They'll have to chase this one down. Hicks in the corner with Crow on the forecheck. It was Cross just coming off the bench. Keep it into the zone for Springfield, but Swan comes away with it for the Stars. Seton Swan. Now we got a penalty coming up. This is going to go against Springfield. We are going to have a it's going to be against Cartwright. It's going to be 2 minutes for interference. That penalty will come At the 6:26 mark of the second period, for the second time in this game, the Stars will go on the fireball power play. Stars able to convert on their first opportunity that late in the first period. Pass across, Spiker with it. Spiker off the boards. McCray takes the puck there. Avoids one defender. Decker, here's the shot that's deflected. It'll go up over the glass and out of play. Off the face off, it's Decker not able to clear. Here's a chance for Grant, but he fell down right in front of the net. Puck still loose in the slide area. Soccered away by Springfield. Good play by Grant to take the puck away. Try to get it down to Sanders. Sanders in the corner with Landwehr. Sanders and Landwehr. Now Grant in to help out for the Stars. Puck still tied up with their feet. Players digging at it. 2 Stars and 1 Spirit. Now Schimmel in to help out for the Stars. He comes away with it. Over to Grant, over to the point. Here's Spiker with it. Spiker fanned on the shot. Gets the puck back, or that's Reuter rather. Over to McCray. He'll send one toward the net looking for a redirect. Puck went wide. Grant was there but couldn't get a stick on it. Reuter with some pressure, able to get around the defender, still with a puck. Right out in front here, Sanders with a shot, but he rolled off the heel. He was right out in front with a shot rolled off the heel of the stick. Springfield still not able to clear it. Here's Sanders in the slide area, sends it to the corner for Grant. Grant puts on the brakes onto the forehand, brings it the other side, got to stuff it in! Save made. Springfield still not able to clear. Sanders over to Schimmel. Stars able to make some change, but a pass to the point and nobody there as the Stars were trying to make a change, and Reuter will have to retreat the length of the ice to get it and almost misplayed it. Long pass that hit to the stick of Stroup. Stroup will send it back in, but it hit Riggs. And now we got a whistle. What do we got the whistle for here? The official referees over at the Springfield bench, somebody was yelling about something. I wasn't sure what it was. Now they're opening the... And Springfield's going to get called for too many men on the ice. That penalty at the 8:11 mark of the second period means the Stars will have a 5-on-3 for 15 seconds. It'll be Higdon serving the penalty. So a huge opportunity, a big mistake by Springfield for having 5 players on the ice while shorthanded. And a short 5-on-3. And off the face-off, Springfield will send it the length of the ice, and that'll pretty much do it for the 5-on-3 portion of the power play. But the Stars will still remain 5-on-4. Border with it. First penalty's over, so now it's a 5-on-4 power play. Riggs had it, lost it. Clearing attempt by Byergon. His first attempt was unsuccessful, but he does get it out, chasing after it. Good hustle back by Jensen. Byergon still back there, played it behind the net. And that took another 4 or 5 seconds off the Stars power play. Jensen leaves it for Glendenning. Tried to get it back to Jensen, who had fallen down. Over to Glendenning. Glendenning right out in front. Spiker was there, but a good play by Spiker. Got it back. Tried to get over to Gorder off his stick. Lothen battling for it. Spiker comes away with it. Fanned on the pass. The puck came out of the zone, or Gorder rather. Gorder able to recover. Plays it back in, but the Stars were offside. So Byergon will have a chance to get it back out of the zone, which he does. And Brody Jensen will pick it up just outside the line, ahead to Glendenning. Up the right-hand side, sends it wide of the goal, near side. Riggs and Small along the boards. Riggs has it tied up at his feet. Byergon in to help out. Spiker for the Stars. They're still digging at the puck. Small comes away with it for Springfield. Takes a bump along the boards. Able to work his way out of the pile and send it the length of the ice. 25 seconds left on the Stars power play. Across here, Spiker off his stick. Coles back for the Stars. Ahead to Jensen. Over to Spiker. Spiker will carry it into the zone. Look for some room. Lost the puck. It's picked up by Burl, who lifts it back into the Star zone. And Schutzler will grab it there. The penalties are over. So Springfield back at full strength. Up ahead, Glendenning will spin it into the zone. Ligris behind the net. Try to settle down the rolling puck. Comes right out in front. Here's a chance for McCrae, but a nice save by Shaw. Grant plays it back to the point. Emily with it. Emily will tee one up and send it toward the net. That hit the end board. Grabbed there by Wilson. Schutzler keeps it in. Back behind that. Here's a chance for Grant. And Shaw got just enough of that to deflect it up over the glass and out of play. Some great scoring opportunities here for the Stars, but Shaw with some nice saves. Off the face-off, Schutzler back to the point. Schutzler sends it. That was blocked and cleared down by Springfield. It won't go far enough for icing. Schutzler will pick it up at the top of the circle and skate it behind the net. Forecheck by Wilson. Now we reverse it, try to soccer it ahead. Burl stepped in front of that. Burl tried to center it. Schimmel denied that. Stars get it back out of the zone. Landwehr will pick it up there for the Spirit. Got spun around by Sanders. Here's a chance for Schimmel. Backhand play over to Schimmel. Tried to get it to Grant, but he wasn't able to control the puck. Now we got a couple players battling with Schimmel and one of the Spirit. Back the other way comes Landwehr. Landwehr avoids a check by the linesman. Puck kept into the zone by Wilson. He gets banged in the boards by Schimmel. Albaugh to Burl. Back of the point. Landwehr couldn't keep it in, and the Spirit will have to reset. Landwehr backhanded to the blue line. It's grabbed there by Grant. Here's Grant with a wrister and a stick save made by Shaw right out in the slot area. Burl was there for the Spirit. Plays it over to Landwehr. Landwehr had it almost taken away by Shaw. He would have been in clean. Burl with the puck. Burl into the Star zone with a shot. That's gloved and held by Tanner Brace. .256 to play in the second period. Stars with a 3-0 lead. Ruder sends it behind the net, trying to get it to Morton. Morton able to get it out of the zone. Morton gets around the defender. But a good play by Higdon. Take the puck away. Johnson battling for it with Glendenning. Puck comes back to Swan just inside the Star zone. Lays it over for Ruder. Ruder lost the puck there. And had it taken away. Here's a chance for Jeremiah Small. Threw it to the net. Save! Rebound by Johnson. And he will score with 2:27 to play in the second period. First goal of the year for Johnson. Assist by Jeremiah Small.
Springfield goal at number 3, Jude Johnson. Assisted on play by number 17, Jeremiah Small. Johnson Small.
Springfield with a little bit of energy after the goal. Here's Small with it, had it knocked off his stick. His brother Elijah Small not able to control it. Now here's a 3-on-1 for the Stars. Swan with a shot. That was deflected. Swan gets it back. Over to Schimmel. Here's a shot by Jensen right in, and that's swallowed up and held by Aiden Shaw. Well, yesterday after Springfield scored early in the third period to make it 4-1, the Stars came right back and scored 2 quick ones to effectively put the game away. Off the face-off, Ligris is going to be held in at the point here. Shot that's deflected wide. Spiker battling for it with Frito. Spiker trying to kick it to the forehand behind the net off the stick of Riggs. Cartwright rather plays it ahead. Back to the point, held in by Jensen. Border battling with Burrow along the boards, or rather Carey. Popped up in the air. Border soccered it, tried to get it to Riggs. Still digging at the puck, still in the corner now. Springfield comes away with it. Nice pass up to Carey. Had it knocked off his stick. The puck chipped back out of the zone and brought back in offside by Springfield. A face-off. Cartwright got hauled down. Here's Schimmel with it. Schimmel to the forehand, now behind the net. Tried to throw it out in front, but Ligris was there to deny that for the Spirit. Back the other way is Frito. Save made, under a minute to play in the period now. Stars able to get it out of the zone. Grant, but Frito back to Springfield, gets it over to Cartwright into the zone. Emily with it behind the net for the Stars. Up ahead. Chipped over to Schimmel. Tried to get it ahead to Grant. Too far. Puck was touched, so no icing. Frito there being forechecked by Grant. Puck along the boards. Dug away by Sanders. Over to Grant to Schimmel. Or Schutzler rather. He threw it toward the net. That was blocked. Cartwright gets it and sends it the length of the ice. And that'll be whistled for icing. Faceoff will come back in the Springfield zone with 21 and 8/10 seconds to play in the period. Swan and Byergen. Swan wins it. Down to Swan. He got bumped off the puck, but McCray there for the Stars, threw it right out in front, poked away by Small. Another centering attempt by McCray, and that was denied, and Springfield will bring it out. Here's Straub with it. Straub getting around one defender. Final seconds of play of the period. Straub just knocked off the puck. Byergen had it. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to go against the Stars as the puck is lifted over the glass just as the buzzer sounds, ending the second period. But we're going to have a penalty against the Stars, a tripping call against the Stars here as time expires. And while we wait for the call, our score at the end of 2 periods, it's the Kansas City Stars 3, the Springfield Spirit 1. We'll take a break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the third period. You're watching Kansas City Stars high school hockey. Teams returning to the ice. We're about to start the third period of play. It's Mid-America High School Hockey League varsity action between the Kansas City Stars and the Springfield Spirit. This morning's broadcast is brought to you by Clarkson Construction, a Midwest leader in developing innovative solutions for some of the region's largest infrastructure projects. By Global Earthworks and Underground, more than 12 years of mission-critical experience providing expert site utilities, mass excavation, and paving services. And by Crown Realty, family-owned and operated since 1973, the oldest and largest independent real estate firm in the area. Stars have the 3-1 lead through 2 periods. The Stars with a pair of goals in the first period. It was Ben Grant with his 4th of the year, assisted by Schimmel. And then Justin Schutzler, an unassisted goal, a power play goal late in that first period, his 3rd of the year. Stars made it 3-0 early in the third period. It was James Gorder picking up his 9th of the year from Spiker. But Springfield with a late goal with 2:27 to play in that second period to make it 3-1. Jude Johnson, his 1st of the year, assisted by Jeremiah Small. There was a penalty at the end of that period as well. It was Weston Glendenning being called for tripping. So that period, or that penalty will start here as we begin the third period of play. It'll be Spiker, Riggs stepping in the circle opposite Burrow. And we're underway the third period. Stars on the penalty kill to start it. Spiker with a bump on Landwehr. Landwehr will take the puck behind his own net. Now reverses it back. Skates it out. Spiker poked it away. Landwehr and Spiker battling for it. The puck comes over to Elijah Small. He'll skate it up through center. Small up the left wing side into the zone, still with the puck. Had it poked away by Spiker. Good play by Spiker. Kept in by Burl at the point. Lays it across. Landwehr with a shot, and that's deflected up over the glass. Shots on goal in that second period, 18 for the Stars, a two-period total of 29, and for Springfield 10 in that second period, a two-period total of 20. Face off to the left of the Stars goal. Bayergon coming on late. Now Springfield has their 5 players on the ice, and off the face-off, the Stars able to send it the length of the ice. Shaw coming out of the net. We'll leave it there for Landwehr. Landwehr with Gorder on the forecheck. Landwehr spins it right back around behind the net. Tries to reset it. Head to Jeremiah Small. Small will skate it through center. Still with the puck, had to settle it down and kind of got on edge on him. Down in the corner, Small gets it. Takes a bump by Jensen. Down in the corner, Bayergon and Riggs. Bayergon comes away with it, looking for a pass. Has the puck behind the net. Brings it out. Throw it right out in front onto the stick of Albrecht. Or, who is it? Bayergon with a shot, and that'll be gobbled up and held by Tanner Brace. Albaugh, number 23 is, 28, Ethan Albaugh. He had a goal yesterday for the Spirit. So I get some of the names all figured out here. It takes a little while sometimes. Cartwright and Schimmel facing off, controlled by the Spirit. Frito plays it across here with a shot along the ice. That was blocked. Carey trying to get his stick on it. Good play by the Stars. Kuchler has it. Banks it up down the length of the ice. Now we got a race for it. Frito and Gorder. Frito's going to get it behind the net. Still with the puck, trying to play it ahead. I think he fanned on it, but able to recover. Banks it off the boards for Decker behind him. Picked up there by Gorder. Gorder will skate it out and wisely skate it back into his own zone to take more time off the power play. Now skates it up through center. Gorder still with the puck. Around behind the net. That puck came right out in front and had to be covered by Shaw. It took a funny bounce off the board just as the penalty expired, so the Stars are back at full strength. Face off in the Springfield zone to the right of the goal. Springfield making some late changes. I think the referee saying they were too late. Sending some players back to the bench. Now they bring their fifth skater on. That's the reason for the slight delay. Cartwright and Schimmel. Cartwright wins it, or that was Coles rather. Stars keep it in. Schutzler behind the net for Sanders. Sanders had it knocked off his stick by Cartwright. Frito rather, comes over to Coles. Coles will spin it back to Schutzler at the point. Down low to Coles. Played it across and it's intercepted, but a good play by Emily to knock it away. But the Spirit have it. That's paddled at the corner by Brace. Coles tried to get it ahead to Grant, was off his stick. Banked off the boards. Grant comes back to pick it up for the Stars. Plays it back to Schutzler. Schutzler partially fanned on the attempt. Bayergon along the boards with Coles. Frito comes away with it for Springfield. Splits a couple Stars players, but a nice defensive play to knock it away and back out of the zone. Higdon plays it back into the Stars end. Chipped up by Schutzler. Schutzler grabs his own pass, tried to split a couple of Spirit there. Gets the puck back along the boards. Still with the puck. Sanders not able to keep it in, out of the zone, but Reuter was there for the Stars. Over to Sanders. Sanders battling for the puck right in front of us with Bayergun. Cole's in to help out. Several players digging at it. It comes loose. McCray picks it up there. McCray with a burst of speed into the zone. Had a poke check just as he got into the zone, but Bayergun had it knocked off his stick. Lothen picks it up for the Spirit. His pass hit Sanders. Bayergun picks up the loose puck. Skates around one defender. Sends a shot in. That's blocked by Brace. Reuter has a rebound and sends it back into the Spirit end. Landwehr behind the net. Landwehr plays it up. Pass to Deckard. Intercepted by Morton, but he couldn't control it off his stick. Morton will chase it down in the corner, tried to center it. That was deflected. Bouncing puck in the slot area. Bounced over a couple of sticks. Glendenning. Landwehr going to the boards. Albaugh plays it behind the net for Higdon. Higdon tried to get it up to Lothen. Intercepted by Reuter. Reuter with a nice move to the backhand. Reuter tried to leave it there for Morton, but the pass was behind him, and Springfield will clear it the length of the ice, and that will go far enough to result in an icing call against the Spirit. 10:38 to play in the game. The Stars with a 3-1 lead. Face off back to Glendenning. Not able to keep it in and spoke away. Here's the race for the puck. Burrell's going to get there for the Spirit, but a great play by Glendenning on the back check. In the corner, Wilson had it. Wilson and Reuter digging at it. The puck comes loose. Reuter comes away with it for the Stars. Up the left-hand side. He's got Swan cutting toward the net, but a nice back check by Elijah Small to knock it away. Burrell with the puck. Burrell couldn't control, but able to poke it ahead to Albaugh. Albaugh's pass up to Wilson. Wilson trying to cut free, but a good play by Glendenning. Wilson tried to send it toward the net, fanned on it. Swan gets it up to Spiker. He's running into the boards by Burrell. Burrell puts Spiker into the boards again. Wilson with the puck for the Spirit. Here's Burrell with it. Tried to send it toward the net. That was blocked. Stars grab it and clear it out of the zone. Ligris quickly gets it ahead to Burrell off his stick. Brody Hicks has it over to Riggs. Riggs trying to get around the defender. Riggs with a shot and score! Riggs took it to the forehand. And he beat Shaw with 9:28 to play. And the Stars have a 4-1 lead. Number 4 on the year for Jackson Riggs. As he made a couple of nifty moves, got into the forehand, and then a wicked wrister that really Shaw never had a chance on. And the Stars have regained their 3-goal lead. Crow knocked that one down, sends it toward the net, but Jensen there for the Stars. Riggs had it poked off his stick. They're calling it an unassisted goal for Riggs. Riggs had it. Jensen trying to get it away, but a good play by Johnson, who scored the Springfield goal. A couple players get knocked down. Springfield offside. Now they get back on. Played into the zone. It's grabbed there by Riggs. Up to Jensen. Jensen right inside gets it up the border off his stick. Off the boards by Landwehr. Tried to get it ahead to Johnson, too far for him. And now Small and Jensen collide right at center. Both players, I think, feeling a couple cobwebs on that one. Here's Riggs trying to get around the board. He goes into the boards hard and he's down. And there's the whistle as Riggs lost an edge, went into the boards hard, and slowly getting up. He just knocked the wind out of him and he'll be back, but I don't want to speculate on anything like that. We'll take a visit to the blue medical tent. Rig's being attended to by the team trainer. Hopefully he's okay. Face-off will be outside the Springfield zone. Off the face-off controlled by the Spirit. Higdon plays to the head, chip back in. Grant sends it into the zone off the stick of Shaw. Higdon played to the head, but Schimmel in, digging at it. Higdon and Schimmel. Burrell's in there for, or rather Preto. Comes back, but Deckard steps in front of that pass, and here's Deckard. His pass was too far for Cartwright. It was off the sticks and no icing. Sanders and Cartwright into the boards. Cartwright tried to check Sanders, but he avoided it. Ran into the boards himself. Higdon able to knock it away from Schimmel as the Stars were trying to play it ahead. Now the puck hits the linesman's skate. Grant comes away with it. Here's Grant getting around one defender. Now another defender. You got Schimmel. Grant with a shot. That was off the blocker. The puck fell right in front of the net, but the Spirit able to clear it away. Emily with a shot right on goal. To the corner. Preto has it. Preto had it poked off his stick. Schutzler able to keep it in the zone. Now it's cleared back to center. The Stars regroup. McCray with it. Josiah McCray spins it back into the zone with a burst of speed. Here's McCray with a shot. He didn't get much on it. Paddle save. Puck came out in front. Swan had it. Gets it over to Reuter. Reuter with the puck behind the net. Takes a check by Landwehr. Try to center it. Still with the puck to the forehand. Right out front. Here's a shot by Morton. And I think Shaw might have got a piece of that one. Now this one's sent all the way in on goal. And the Stars will reset. Now they're sent back in. Landwehr with it off the boards. Tried to get it ahead to Johnson. Intercepted center by Reuter. Had it taken away by Bayergon. Bayergon digs it out of the pile. Trying to split a couple of defenders. A good play by Morton to knock it away. Gets it over to Reuter. Reuter circled it just inside the blue line. Lost the puck. Stars will have to reset. Glendenning will chase it down in his own zone and take it back behind the net. Swan. Too far for Morton. Landwehr with it. Circles in his own zone. Now brings it up the left-hand side. Cuts it back through center. Had it poked away. Here's a chance for Spiker. Spiker to the forehand. Spiker with a shot. He scores! Truett Spiker with the turnover in the zone. And the Stars have taken a 5-1 lead with 6:04 to play in the game. Number 6 on the year for Truett Spiker. And the Stars extend to a 4-goal lead with 6:04 to play. Off the face-off, it's Gorder trying to take it in, had it knocked off his stick. Landwehr with it. Spiker knocking it away. An unassisted goal for Spiker as he turned it over or made the turnover in the neutral zone area, took it in and beat Shaw. Here's a shot that wide of the goal by Burrell. Tip to the corner, Burrell and Hicks. Burrell takes Hicks into the boards. Centering attempt right out in front, that's deflected wide. Burrell was there. Kept into the point. Here's a shot along the ice, nice save made by Brace. The Stars get it out of the zone. Landwehr will chase it down. Behind the net. Cole's on the forecheck. Cole's doing a good job. Cole's battling Landwehr. Stick's getting a little high. Gorder in to help out. Ball was there. Here's a chance for Spiker and a pad save. Hicks will keep it in at the point. Skates it along the blue line. Down to Spiker. Spiker gets knocked off the puck. Landwehr will pick it up for the Spirit. Stumbled momentarily, now regains his balance. Still with the puck. Backhands it, tried to get it, but Burrow. But Gorder's going to step in front of that. Gorder with a shot that was blocked. Puck in the slot area. Spikers with a shot. Here's another chance for Gorder. That was deflected wide. And now the Spirit will come out of the zone. Here's a chance for Crow. His shot was deflected over the net. All ball along the boards. Crow battling Hicks in the boards. Coles was in there for the Stars. And Spiker will come away with the puck up the right-hand side. Spiker sends it in. And he's at the end of his shift, and the Stars will get some fresh legs on the ice. Lothan with it. Or Preto, rather. Preto passes it ahead, chases his own pass down, and then sends it in, but the puck hit the linesman, gets inside the blue line. Tried to send it in deep and got a good chunk of the linesman's leg. Pass ahead to Grant. Grant with a nice little move. Grant will feather it into the zone. Played ahead to Johnson off his stick, so Schutzler will send it back in for the Stars. Preto with it behind the net. Over there by Migris. Johnson with the puck. Johnson had it knocked off his stick, but Preto back to recover for the Spirit. Long cross-ice pass off the boards. Emily tried to knock at it. But Small with it. Jeremiah Small with a shot, but Schutzler got his stick on it and blocked it. Schutzler chips it ahead. The puck's still in the zone. Comes through the slot area. Sanders backhands it out of the zone. Higdon at his own blue line, spins it back in. Johnson had it roll off his stick. Ahead to Schimmel for the Stars. Down to 3 minutes to play. Schimmel lifts it in off the glass behind the net. Chases it down himself. Schimmel to the backhand, tried to center it. That was denied. Now the puck comes right up front. Here's a blast by Emily that he got very little on. A partial fan, a shot right on. And the puck came loose, and it's knocked in. And the Stars have a 6-1 lead. Shaw made the save. It was knocked in by Emily. Who was it? Emily or no? By Sanders. Second of the year for Oliver Sanders. We'll see who they credit the assist with. Certainly looked like Shaw had made the save and covered up, but the puck squirted between his legs, and Sanders was there to knock it in. Now the puck rolls in. Shaw plays it to the side of the net. Landwehr reverses now up to Deckard. Deckard's pass. Taken away by Swan. Grant with the assist. He took the shot. The initial save. Here's Glendenning with one. He scores! Weston Glendenning with 2:10 to play. That'll make it 7-1. Now we got that running clock situation. That goal with 2:10 to play for Glendenning, his third of the league season. Down to a minute and a half to play, running clock situation. Straub with it, knocked away. Here's Byerdown with a shot, paddle away by Briggs. Swan with the assist. Here's another shot. Now the puck to the corner. That was played back behind the net. Reuter has it there for the Stars. Straub knocked it away. The puck came right out front, right on the stick of Jimmy Gorder. Over to Coles. We got a whistle as the Stars net got knocked loose. should have let the clock go. They want the face-off, load them with it. A collision there right in front of the scorer's table. Now the puck to the corner. Comes out in the slide area. The Stars pick it up there. Spiker with it. Up the right-hand side. 20 seconds to play in the game. One last chance for Springfield. Small. Elijah Small sends it behind the net. Final seconds there. Strout runs into a couple of Stars. There's a big hit right along the boards here. Down the ice. The buzzer will sound, ending the game. And our final score, the Kansas City Stars 7, the Springfield Spirit 1. The Stars complete a 2-game week sweep of the Spirit, and they have now played their last 6 games without a loss, winning 5 and tying 1 over that span. Join us next Friday night. The Stars will be in action, taking on the Rockhurst Hawklets at 8:30 p.m. right here at the KC Ice Center. We'll have the game live if you're not able to make it. We'll have the game streamed live on the Kansas City Stars YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Again, the final score, the Kansas City Stars 7, the Springfield Spirit 1. You've been watching Kansas City Stars High School Hockey.